Hello, footies, and welcome to another wonderful piece of FC goodness. This is episode 613. Yes, it is me, GPM, Chris, Grandpapa Mac, hosting the show again tonight. The bags are packed. We're airside. We're sitting in the airport lounge. The pints are there. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. It's ultimate TOTS. And what better way to have ultimate TOTS than to have these two wonderful guests on tonight? My first guest, Mr. Harry Hula, the Norwegian Indiana Jones. Welcome, Ingve.
Thank you, Chris. Indiana Jones, yeah, I need to get my leather jacket on soon, I guess.
You have a cap on, mate. Yeah, I'm sure you've got the whip at the side there as well. And and then I've got my good friend who's feeling a little bit under the weather, so be a little bit gentle. We won't mention how much fun the India 500 is compared to the Monaco Grand Prix. But I have my good friend John tonight. John, how are you feeling, my friend?
Cheers for that intro. Well, I'm back. Let's put it like this. And that's about it. You can hear it on my voice. If you look at the video feed, you could probably see it a little bit of my face. We adjusted the lighting to make sure I don't look that pale. But yeah, it's been a hectic 2 weeks for me, mate. I think Creed took it all out of me.
Exactly. We to be fair, we partied hard. And I'm sure we're going to do a show when you're feeling a little bit better.
Worked hard.
I mean, that podcast was a hard day, wasn't it? Sitting in the sunshine, you know.
Yeah, that was like extreme heat. AstroTurf pitches in Crete as well. So yeah, I might get a sunburn there and maybe a heat stroke, I think.
Well, one of us potentially. But anyway, back to FC. That's what people here on for. As I say, it's there we are, guys. We're not quite at Ibiza yet. You know, footies or it's going to be the Euros is just around the corner, but we're there. We're just about to board the plane. We've got our special T-shirts on. We've had a couple of beers. We've got the alligator pumped up, ready to throw about the plane. Beach balls at the ready as well. Guys, ultimate TOTS. Who is excited as me? Who is as excited as you can be? Lay it on. Wow.
I think we're very excited, as you can hear. We've been waiting and probably wondering what kind of players were in the team, because if you pick the wrong player and he's in the ultimate TOTS team, and you're going to lose 400 or 500k if it's an expensive player just in like 5 minutes. So it's kind of been looking out, monitoring prices and seeing if there's any rumors going around. So I am glad I didn't buy a player for 2.2 million, which is going now for 830,000 coins. So I kind of saved myself a few 100,000 coins there by waiting. So I'm guessing a few people are a little bit frustrated, but also excited to see the team with all the players. There's quite a lot of, I think it's the biggest TOTS ultimate version we've had in regards to the amount of players in packs at the moment.
I mean, just on the number of players there, and we will go and we will talk about all the players individually. There is a few there that we talked about before the show, Ingve, that maybe don't deserve to be there. Is there a couple you'd maybe pick out and say, why are they there?
We have Savio, Schlotterbeck, Alderweireld. We have Mr. Ferguson as well.
You actually said it. I didn't expect you to say Ferguson, where Chris is hosting, though.
Yeah, but it's nothing to do from the nationality or anything, but I think a lot of people didn't know much about the player, since he's a young and up-and-coming player, and it's not a player that you would kind of, when somebody says ultimate team of the season, then you're expecting to hear players like Haaland, Mbappe, Bellingham, Messi, Vinicius, Van Dijk, Harry Kane, Bonmati, Graham Hansen, which isn't in the ultimate for some reason. She's had a crazy season as well for Barcelona ladies. Griezmann wasn't in either. That's also a player that you would kind of expect to be in this type of selection. Of course, we have Ronaldo, Cristiano. We have Lauren James. We have Valverde, Leao, Musiala, Lewandowski, Salah. I don't know if Salah's he had a good season, but I don't know if he should be in the ultimate this year, if I'm honest. Golovin as well. I don't think he's been crazy good in Ligue 1. So Koulibaly, playing in the Saudi league. I wouldn't say that he's a player that should be in some kind of ultimate TOTS team, to be honest. So I've got nothing against the player personally, anything, but ultimate is such a special word. It should be the top of the top of the top. Only I would prefer fewer players as well, to be honest.
So what we're going to do, Ingve, we're going to set you a wee challenge we didn't say before the show, is we're going to ask you if you've got 500,000 coins, 1.5 million, 3 million, or over 5 million. So that's 4 people. What 4 players would you buy? So I'll go and ask John a question. I'll let you have a wee think about it, and we'll come back to you if that's okay. And we'll ask you what if people have got coins at the moment, and we always say this: coins are not really worth a lot at the moment. So if you've got these coins sitting in your club, you've got 500,000, 1.5 million, 3 million, and over 5 million. What 500,000, 1.5, 3, and 5 million? What 4 players would you advise people to buy? But John, I know you're super excited about TOTS. You were telling us that this before the show. Is there one player before Ingve picks the 4 that he would buy? Is there one player that you'd like to pack or be willing to spend your coins on?
Let me just start by saying I don't have coins, so that isn't really a thing. But now let me put it straight. I like TOTS usually as a promo, right? I like it a little bit less this year because the minor leagues didn't get their own teams. Pretty fair. I think that's like if you're Dutch, Portuguese, Scottish, there's not really no leagues for you. And I like those more than we had this year where you had to combine ones or they just came into moments. So that's my biggest downside with this year's TOTS. The second thing is if you put in an ultimate team, I like the ultimate team this season to be more like team of the year. 1 week with 11 or 13 players in packs, but whenever you hit one, it is a good one. And I think, of course, we have all the good players in pack, or like Ingve says, most of the good players. But I mean, if you hit a blue from a player pick, you should be happy. But if you pick your 7th Savio after just getting him a couple of times as well, this could be still very fast, right? And I'll ask Ingve after this, but I don't know if this is the team we get the red picks from, because, so you probably see a lot of red Savios and Slotterbecks and all the worlds after this weekend. And that's why I like, just make it, like, get those bonus things in, get the 11 players, and give people now a chance to get one of the good players by just playing weekly or whenever they pack a blue, hit the proper blues, especially after the fiasco we had during League 1. That's why I'm a little bit meh about this stage of the team of season promo.
Okay.
Just my 2 cents, though. I mean,
hopefully we don't see red Savios, because I do have them in my club. So hopefully we don't see too many of them.
I can also mention that the red picks are 94 plus, so we won't actually see Savio or Slotterbeck, but we will see, I'm pretty sure, Golovin and Ferguson in a few player picks.
That is actually a good thing. Good thing you said that.
Yeah, that's a good thing, yes, because that's a good thing by EA that they kind of capped it. But still, if you get
there's still plenty of the 94s.
If you get 11 wins and get 2 player picks of 3 players, I'm pretty sure Golovin and Ferguson will be 2 of them. And then it's kind of, are you lucky, or maybe you can get a Foden if you're lucky, something like that. I'm not hitting. I
still can't believe the Lewandowski is so cheap, though. So
yeah, that's crazy. I was gonna say that's crazy price for him. I have the card, so
yeah. So Ingve, here we go. Our listeners are waiting at the moment. So what 4 players? So let's start from the bottom. You've got 500,000 coins. Who are you going for?
So if it's 500 or below, I think if you need a striker, I would buy Lewandowski. If you need left back, I would go with Grimaldo. He's 515 now, but I think he will drop under or around 500 exactly. That's a great price for that card, and it's a really good one. So if you need an attacker, Lewandowski. If you need a defender, I think I would go with Grimaldo if you have 500,000 coins. If you need a midfielder, then I can say Declan Rice.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 for each position.
But you have to pick one. So you've got 500,000 coins. Which of the 3? Which one would you go for?
I think I would go for my team. I think I would go with Declan Rice actually. Then.
Okay, no problem. And then you've got 1.5 million then. So you've got an extra million coins. So who are you buying for 1.5 million?
Is it at current prices or is it at a price I think the player will hit?
Well, you can make the rules. You're the foot gaffer, so you make the rules.
At the moment, Theo Hernandez is 1.6, but I'm pretty sure he's going to drop to 1.5, so I'll get Theo Hernandez team of season left back for 1.5.
Would you think, John, would you think of Theo Hernandez? A great card?
Yeah, it was exactly the same pick as I would mention, if I'm honest. So for 1.5, he's currently 1.6, so that's why Ingve asked. So I was actually thinking the same. If we can include him, it'd be my pick as well.
Okay. And then, so now we've got 3 million. So we're getting into kind of John levels. I know he tells us he's not got many coins, but let's be honest, he's got them all sitting there under his pillow.
Well, yeah, but not FIFA points we're talking about. FIFA coins.
For 3 million, it's difficult because there is kind of nobody unless Vinicius dropped 900,000 coins. There is. Then if I already picked Theo Hernandez, I could maybe go with Frimpong. Then
Frimpong
for
on the other side, yeah, exactly.
1.7. So that's would be Frimpong then, I guess.
Yeah. So what we've got now is we've got 5 million coins. I know, and hopefully this is going to work out here because otherwise it's going to be a waste of a segment. But you've got 5 million. What do you think? Is there any players there, or is it just too big a gap between the 3 million coins and the actual top players? Is there anybody there you'd go for?
There's 2 players that I wouldn't mind in my team, to be honest, for 5 million coins. If I have to pick one, I think I would go with Van Dijk. Because I need all the help I can get. I can usually score goals, so I think I would be okay without Haaland. I would still score goals, but Van Dijk I think would make a huge impact on my team.
Mm-hmm. John, would you go with him or would you go with Haaland?
Yeah, that was the pick, right? You go for Van Dijk or you go for Haaland. I think, the thing is you can't really go wrong. The player I was most enticing to choose, but he's a little bit over expensive currently, would be Bellingham, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's 1.5 over, so...
No, he's 5.6
now,
so he's dropping already. So
yeah, Bellingham, of course, is great if you need a midfielder, but
he dropped 1 million the day alone, so maybe just a little bit better. But I agree. Like I would go either for Van Dijk or good for Haaland. Although I have to be honest, I used that Messi in draft last week. I think it was last week. Mm-hmm. I really like that card. So spending on Messi is always a bit hard, but this is one of those cards which might be underestimated.
Yeah, and just on that, then, just looking at the cards, then I know we've picked our kind of top ones. If you look at the highest rated ones from Pong, Van Dijk, Fernandes, Bonmati at 1 million for 97 rated card. Is it just the physicality that's an issue with that card, or is there anything there you think that's why this card seems so cheap?
I think it's the size and physicality. Yeah. She's not as strong as Putellas, which is not in this ultimate. She should have been, but they don't have the moments card, so that's fair enough. That's probably why. And of course, she is 4-star skill moves and 5-star weak foot. So if she had 5-star skill moves, I think she would be higher up as well.
Mm-hmm. The only reason I wouldn't pick her is 5-star skill moves. At this point of the game, so much 5-star skill moves players available. And against the players that are still playing and against this type of defenders, you need a little bit of creativity. And I think no 5-star skill move, if you have the option to have one in your team or put them on that position, I'd always go for that position, even if the stats look a little bit lower.
And for someone like me, John, who doesn't do a lot of skill moves, is a 5-star skiller still worth it?
No, if you don't do the moves, it doesn't really matter, right? But
you buy
I think at this stage of this is the perfect stage of the game to actually start practicing it, to be able to use him. And you saw the tournament in Crete; they were pretty useful, though.
No, I mean, so if you're then like me, not a skiller, a lot of us do the ball roll. Is there a couple of skill moves you'd maybe advise our people out there, our listeners, to maybe practice before FC25 comes along? Because we're at the fun stage of the game, I feel, at the moment.
I think Elastico is always good to do. And Elastico has been terrific this year, honestly. I think what we'll probably have to do is put it into the notes, how you do it exactly. And you can do the reverse Elastico or the other one around. But Elastico is really easy to do. It's perfect for a fast game situation, but you need 5-star skill moves. So I think that's even an Elastico into a shot or an Elastico into a fake shot and then go the other way around or turn around. Especially with the fast players now, it's just tremendous, if I'm honest. So yeah, it would definitely be the skill move for me to start practicing for everyone.
Okay, you've heard that here first, folks. Get practicing those Elasticos.
I've been saying it all year, though, Elastico. Sorry about that, but I mean, I think
Elastico.
yeah, but it's it's not hard to do, if that makes sense. Basically, you just to make sure everyone tries, but I'll put it in the notes as well. You roll the right stick from left anti-clockwise to right, or the other way around if you do the reverse Elastico. So you do the reverse by rolling the right stick from right clockwise to left. Otherwise, depends on which way you go in, but you roll it from right clockwise to left or the other way around. That's it. So it's really easy to pull off. And it makes a little bit of moves, especially when they do select the defender and they step in, you just have an option to shoot. And I think that's so vital when all players have 99 shooting now. You only need a tad of space to actually score. So.
And then I'm just going to mention one card, because I think she may have been a live card, or she was the first ones on the English Premier League, is the Lauren James card. I mean, she was fortunes, and if I look at her price now, she's sitting at 1.7 million. Do you feel that's a fair price, Ingve, or do you feel that card's now been superseded? 97 rated, she is 5'5" as well.
Lauren James? Yeah, that's
Yes,
crazy. Well, she's insane still. I used her just a week ago, and I was kind of anticipating her that she was going to be in the Ultimate TOTS, so I sold her. I think she was closer to at least over 1.5, I think, when I tried the card, and she had a crazy goal and assist ratio for the matches I used. So insanely good card, and she's more than good enough still. Still think she's going to last quite a while. She's double 5-star scheme, 5-star weak foot as well, and she's quite physical in the style. She is 5'9", with average and stocky body type, so she is very good holding defenders away still, even against the big guys. I think she struggled versus Bisek, but who doesn't? She has 98 strength, so she's very difficult to get off the ball as well. So
Bisek really is your team of the year Ronaldo, right? Basically.
Yeah. Well,
every single show you mention Bisek.
Yeah, well, that's one of the best defenders in the game. I have the Wish version, so the Evolution version, which is crazy good. So I can only imagine how good the live one is.
Definitely. Is there anything else, guys, before we move on from Ultimate TOTS? Is there certainly the players that are on the market? Is there any other players or things you'd like to mention on that before we start talking about objectives and SBCs?
If you got 800,000 coins, you should try Chawinga from PSG, the 96 rated female player with double 5-star skill moves and weak foot. She is also insanely good. She was, I don't know, for 5 million just a few weeks ago.
I think 5.5 for that price is insane.
Yeah, and it's a crazy good card. Yeah, she can play everywhere in attack pretty much. So
finisher on her and maxed out.
Yeah, with finesse shot plus, trickster plus, quick step plus. She also had normal rapid, so she's gonna feel insanely fast. So technical normal, acrobatic normal, 97 jumping, 99 heading accuracy, 93 stamina, 97 strength, 5'8", so an average normal body type. She could have a small female R9 type of player right there.
Good stuff, guys. So then, if we move on now to the SBCs, you're looking at a few end of era cards, I think, or special mentions. Start the first one is Silva centre back, 95 rated. Ingve, anything you want to say about that card?
Well, I still have the Centurions SBC card I did, I don't know how many months ago, hoping for an evolution for that, but now we got the SBC for the end of an era. I'm hoping there's another Thiago that played for Liverpool. We'll get one end of an era card, would be nice as well, but this card looks really good. Pace split is maybe the only thing. He's got 80 acceleration, but I don't think it's game breaking, but would be nice if it was a little bit higher, kind of out of the bat. High work rates is a little bit hit and miss, but it's fine on many players. But the stats are insane though. 97 short passing and long passing, 99 defensive awareness, 97 composure, very good agility and balance. I don't think you can go much wrong, really. Anticipate plus, which is great. Jockey plus is great for defender. Power header plus, nice, of course. And normal, intercept and bruiser, acrobatic, aerial, and block. So you got all the good playstyles on that card. I don't think you can go much wrong unless you only do long passes to some kind of winger with your center backs. Then maybe this is not the player for you because he doesn't have any long ball play styles. But other than that, looks like a really good defender, of course.
At 453,000, John, are you tempted to do this card?
No.
I cannot believe that you've just popped our beach ball there. Ingve set up lovely for you, an open goal, and you've just blazed it over the bar. Please tell us why.
No, I'm just going to be honest. I'm staying away most SBCs these days.
Is there any reason for that? What
it's
centre backs?
It's not from Feyenoord. He's not from Feyenoord. If it was from Feyenoord, I would do it.
No, I mean, every week, especially during TOTS, you pack cards which you can probably use in your team and look like these cards are amazing, but be honest, they don't get in your team because they're not that much better or fit your team that way. Mm-hmm. And I did one SBC during the whole team of the season, Havertz, which makes me, and it's a great card, don't get me wrong, but I feel guilty not using Havertz. And so I sort of slam him in. But I'm always like, you know what? If I didn't put all that coins into those SBCs or into this SBC specifically, I'd probably try some other cards by now. Mm-hmm. So why am I staying away from most SBCs until they're either 25 teams to put into, which I'm like, nope, that's not going to happen at this stage of the game for me. Or they're like, I don't know how long I will play these cards.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, the card looks terrific. Definitely true.
But I think we're all wondering who you have as your centre backs then if you won't do this card. Who are you actually playing with at the moment?
That's a great question. Hanchko?
Oh, well, you're right. It's a Feyenoord thing, Ingve.
Yeah.
So I think Hanchko is still terrific. He's fast, he's strong. Does it really get... And I use Rudiger team of the season.
Oh, a good card. It's two good cards.
So it's like I can probably replace Hanchko for sure. I also have the... What's the card called? Not the Gabriel, but the other Premier League centre defender.
Saliba?
Not really like him. I did Konate SBC, by the way, as well. Also, probably I just use Hanchko because I think he's sort of cool to use in my team. So it's stack Tate, of course. Tate, you got plenty of center defenders, but it's like, you know what? Who are you gonna? It doesn't really matter that much, if that makes sense. Who you play anyway. So the effort of putting it in and benching Rudiger would be silly, I think. So.
Well, I benched Rudiger, but of course I upgraded kind of my defenders. So Rudiger is really good though. He's one of those. He actually has high work rates and is working well. He has very good steps when he runs.
Yeah, I mean,
but it's also a preference, right? And at this stage of the game, I think Rudiger 600k still something, which I think at this stage of the game is quite a lot. I can probably put in. I can probably put Silva in to match up with Son a little bit better, for example, in Havertz. But I'm also playing half my team on 1 or 2 chemistry.
Yeah, well, Kempsey doesn't count now, isn't that when the stats are so high? So
Exactly. Like Dembele is on one cam along with Conte, but I'm still using them. I tested Sorloth out. He's now my striker on one cam. Perfectly fine, right? So at this stage of the game, you can pretty much put anything. So it needs something special for me to put to do an SBC.
Yeah, no, I understand. And just as well, just as you said there, you casually mentioned that you've got Dembele there. I just want to say, if we do Crete 25 and you're thinking of joining the Discord and you want to come to Crete 25, I'd say there's not been any confirmed thing there yet. We will be happy to rent out art to open your SBC for you. Because John and him swapped phones. And do you remember who you packed for him, John?
I know it was since left back, it was 21k or something.
Something like that. And then who did he pack for you?
Yeah, he packed the Dembele for me.
So if you ever want to see a Polish man going about really grumpy coming to Crete 25, you have a wonderful time. And he will happily open your SBCs for you and pack you a Dembele.
It almost cost me my phone though, to be honest.
I lost it in the pool. Sorry. Slipped.
His face was a picture. It was absolutely brilliant. But
that doesn't make sense, Chris, that I'm a little bit wary of doing any SBCs now.
I know that, but the problem is what do you do with your dupes? I think this is the same question we get all the time.
I toss them all in exchanges, if I'm honest.
Yeah, and what do you do with the players that come out of the exchanges if it's not a special card?
I just keep in the club.
You can probably do R9 SBC then if you're...
Well... I don't know if I can probably, but if I look at the amount of team of the season cards that I've got in my club that I don't use, there's a lot. No, yeah.
You should do Pirlo.
Yeah, but then, you know why I didn't do Pirlo?
Why?
Because then I have to bench Havertz.
Havertz can play left back or left winger.
I play him left wing. He's very good, actually.
Yeah, left wing.
You can play him striker off as well.
I play Son left winger, so...
Well, he's better than Son, so...
Havertz better than Son?
As an attacker, yeah?
Nah, mate.
Unless you'd only finesse from a certain position. Of course, he needs to be on the other side than Havertz, but... well,
Son has got way better finishing than...
yeah, still, I think Havertz is... maybe your style suits Son a little bit better, but I think I would rather use Havertz, to be honest. But if he works, then I get your point.
As a
Juventus fan, I would have done Pirlo already if I was a Juve fan.
It's been quite quiet about the Juve.
I wouldn't be running with Son if I could go with Pirlo, a double 5-star Pirlo in one of the most crazy centre mids. Still,
I got a special Son, eh? I got 95 rated team of the season, Red Son.
Yeah, you did an evolution.
I did.
You don't do evolutions, so
I did one. I'm definitely not going to replace that player now anymore.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned evolutions there, because there is one, isn't there, Ingve, that if people who don't do evolutions, though, and someone like myself who supports a relatively small club in terms of player ratings, there is one that you pointed out to me tonight, wasn't there? An Evo that's well worth doing.
Yeah, but we also need to talk about the end of an era, Felipe Anderson, which is also a legend.
Well, I was actually scared to mention him because John absolutely eviscerated Silva, and I thought, well, I'm looking at Felipe Anderson, there's no way MD's going to do this SBC. So, Ingve, please talk lyrically about him, and then I'm sure John will come in there and 2-foot him.
Well, Felipe Anderson has had so many fun cards during the years. I think it's kind of fair that he gets an end of an era card. He's been playing so long in Serie A as well. Card has whipped Pass Plus, so he's a winner in my eyes already. Of course, he's got Power Shot Plus and Rapid Plus and normal finesse and flair, first touch, Trivela. High work rate's a very good winger. Usually really with unique body type as well, so he's going to be kind of fun playing wide at least. So 415,000 coins worth of players. I think you can pretty much do this with dupes quite quickly, opening packs after unlocking them. So I think this is a good price for that card and looks very usable to me at least.
John, here comes the boom.
He's great. Terrific. Brilliant player.
Ooh, yeah.
Good SBC.
Are you going to do it?
He won't be replaced. I mean, he doesn't all the
He won't replace Son,
right?
So
no, but I mean, he doesn't. He's not better than Dembele, so there's no way. But honestly, I don't mind not seeing his card pop up as an SBC again after doing this show for 5 years. I think we've spoken about Philippe. If I do a search on Philippe Anderson in the podcast history, there must be a 100 hits, I think. So I'm glad that. But if you look even if you look at his dynamic image, his face says all. Like, okay,
he's tired. He's tired now.
I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm done.
do the SBC and call it a day. Put this. No, in all seriousness, this is actually a pretty cool card. Unfortunate for the 4-star weak foot, but that's I still prefer 5-star Scumos over 4-star weak foot. 110k or something, EV. 100 perfectly
cheap.
Fine pricing, high. A card deserving leave for this player, honestly.
Mm-hmm. No, of course. No,
but again, Philippe Anderson getting 5 special cards a year. It's like.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think we've had enough of them. It's interesting. Will we see a Messi and Ronaldo next year? That's the question. You know, I mean, those guys are getting older. I'm sure they will be shoehorned in somewhere. But you've got the likes of Bellingham. You know, Mbappe's going to Real Madrid by all accounts as well. That's going to be a stunning card next year, isn't it? Bellingham, Mbappe, Vinicius Junior. You know, that's going to be some league that you're going to try and pack them as quick as possible if you ever get that luck. I just wanted to quickly ask, before we go into the Evo, and I know we'll definitely move on to Evo because I think it's extremely important, is there's a few objectives that have come out. Weekend league this weekend, maybe a sweaty one because you have the opportunity maybe to get 7 guaranteed TOTS cards. You have to, the top one, you have to win 16 wins in the finals, and you only have to do it over one weekend. So I'm be honest with you, that's probably well out of my league.
No pressure.
No pressure there. And it does start at let me just quickly get it. Wrong way round. Here is 8 wins gets you a Bundesliga TOTS guarantee, and then it goes to 10, which is the Serie A, then 12 wins, then 14, and then the magical 16, which will give you 2 cards. Are you guys going to play Weekend League? Have an opportunity to get these cards or these SBCs or objectives, sorry?
Yeah, I'm going to play. I haven't qualified yet, so I hope I can do that. But usually that should be fine. But I'll play. I'll hopefully get at least 11. Everything else I think will be a bonus because I'm guessing it's going to be very hard this weekend with all these packs and red picks you can get now, and of course the players in packs as well. So I'm guessing the motivation to play for champs is quite high for the ones that are still playing the game.
Mm-hmm. And John, what about yourself?
Does doing qualifiers count for these amount of wins?
No, it's champion finals, unfortunately. I did look at that because I was hoping.
Yeah. The thing is, we should play for this chance.
If you have time, yes. Yeah. If you're going to go on and play the game, then you can just as well try to qualify.
And I think exactly. I think that's the point. I think the annoying part is that I know how much pressure this can put on some players, and
it's going to be an extra bonus anyways. It's just if you get it, it's going to be an extra pick, which is nice compared to what you normally would get.
Yeah, so, definitely.
Just go with that. So everything extra is a bonus. So you wouldn't expect to pack the highest rated cards anyway. So just try to go with your normal stuff. Try to have fun. At worst, to get fodder.
Yeah. So we should. I probably am not going to do it, if I'm honest. One, because I'm still under the weather. I need some good recovery. And two, I would need to qualify still as well. And I know that's not going to take the whole 10 games most of the time, right? But it's still another 5 games you got to play or something. So that's 25 games in like 4 days from now, 5 days.
Tuesday.
It sounds doable if I'm quite honest.
Last until Wednesday morning, so you still have time.
I should probably do it, but I don't know if I can. If I can sit and go like, this is where I'm spending my time now. I'm sort of back on my feet.
No, I understand that, John. I think 16 wins is, it's a pipe dream for me.
That's going to be.
I think I hit 12 this week, and I do find, I'll be honest with you, and I'll tell the listeners this out there, I do find Monday, Tuesday a lot easier to play. So if you can, let some of your games stretch over to that, there is generally a more easier game. So a lot of people like to play on a Friday or Saturday or the weekend on a Sunday. So it does get a little bit easier. I do find a bit of a struggle at the weekend. But all I would say as well is if you're going to do weekend league and you hit a certain number and you can't get past any further, give your games away. I know John's not a fan of that, but actually you may help that person get to that 8th win and allow them to get a Bundesliga TOTS. So let's be nice to everybody. I know it's difficult. I'm sure every listener on here is a decent...
You make me sound like a horrible person now. Like,
no,
it's hard to be nice for someone, he says.
No, I know the reason why you don't want to give games away, John, because you're a coach. You want your players that you coach to do the best possible that they can get. But all I'd say is if you're out there and you get 4 wins or 5 wins in qualifiers and you can give the 5 away, give them away. Because actually you might allow someone who never gets into weekend league, that extra win may push them over the edge and allow them to have that little bit of fun. So let's be nice out there, folks. It's sweat enough with the number of cards on offer, but let's be nice to everybody.
I don't disagree. Let's put it like this. Mm-hmm. And if I'll play, I might do it. Although this isn't carrying over to next week, is it, Ingve?
No, this is a one-off.
One week, yeah.
Yeah.
Like with the Fekir card, you had 1 weekend league to unlock him.
Mm. No, of course. No, definitely. Because I think, 2 weeks tonight, we're going to have Scotland playing Germany at the start of the Euros. So who knows if we'll get a promo next Friday. I think these guys are only in the packs for a week.
New
is that
modes coming. Say
well,
what? We still have that blue card, Ingve, from the start of the year. Half like 3 months in, we got the blue card, which you had to score 100 times with as well.
Yeah.
I still have Wits in my club for some reason.
I used him in SBC after unlocking the objectives.
Yeah, I think he's gone.
Yeah,
no, I still have
Thank
Wits.
you for your service.
No, I've got the blue Wits, the card we got for the Euros.
Yeah.
You need to do that. You need to score goals with that card somewhere, right?
Yeah.
But I think that if we got, I think a lot of people will be in trouble if. I'm pretty sure will be some kind of cards in packs again if there's new objectives. If not, then not many will be able to do.
And then, just a reminder,
so that will be back. That's what I'm expecting. That's what I'm saying.
It's going to be good. I think it's going to be good, and I think both our countries are there. Unfortunately, we won't see Haaland there. Norway was in Scotland's group and somehow managed to lose a game within the last 10 minutes, so we'll not mention that too much. Again, as well as on objectives, there is a cup that's out. It's unlimited, am I right in saying that, Ingve? And there's some decent rewards there as well. So, if you're looking for a bit of a fun mode, I think it's 93 rated, the squad is maximum.
93 rated,
93 rated, so slightly up from the 91 in the usual cups and the lounges as well. And there's plenty of opportunity to get decent packs here. We're getting near the end of the season as well, so if there's plenty of XP on offer, have a look. There's plenty of objectives as well for our listeners out there.
Yeah, and there's also end of an era Julie Sawyer from playing in Ligue A. So there's quite easy objectives. If you have 2 French players, I think pretty much you can do it just by playing matches as well. She's a right back. Can also start left back with whip pass plus, intercept plus, and first touch plus. She also has normal relentless, which is nice, so she can run a lot, pretty much the whole match. Solid card, 92 rated. At worst, it's fodder if you don't want to fit the card. It's forced to skimmers 5-star weak foot, so high work rate. It's looks like a good kind of Una battle card type of card, yeah. So with 99 short passings, you can probably put her midfield as well if you want to. So can't go wrong.
Good stuff. So, and then Ingve, I did promise our listeners we'd talk about the evolution that's out tonight.
Yes, we got an evolution called the Ultimate TOTS Glow Up Evolution. So if people remember, we talked about Glow Up evolutions earlier, and it's usually a lower rated card that gets crazy boosted. The requirements are now maximum rating is 70, maximum 78 pace, maximum dribbling is 74, physicality maximum 74, and maximum 7 play styles. You get a +1 for weak foot, +2 for skill moves. You got +25 pace, +20 shooting, +20 passing, +25 dribbling, +20 defending, +24 physicality. So maybe it's a free evolution. So check your club, sort by highest rating, and you'll see if you have any interesting probably players you can put in the evolution. There are a lot of options, and I found one for Chris. I guess he might do.
Yeah, definitely. Diamandi, he's a great player for us. Can we tempt John? Is there any Feyenoord players, Ingve, you think? Now, I know they're probably too high rated, but there must be one out there that we can tempt John to do.
I sent John a little list here, so I don't know.
All right. Any names in that?
There's 5. There's Van der Belt.
Yeah.
Which, if you don't haven't heard about it, we have big player coming in, talent of the year in the lower division. He played, I think, 3 matches. So he's not going to be there. One really cool player that's been actually highlighted this season is Thomas Belen. 92 center defender when you do Minis Evo. Doesn't actually look too bad.
He can start CDM as well.
He can start CDM as well. I was thinking that could be a really cool player next to Hansko.
Yeah.
So he's still sort of might do it.
Yeah.
Hendricks, I don't even know who he is, so that says something.
Center back with 5-star weak foot. If you do the evolution, can start left back.
Also medium. We got Klein, 85 rated left back. Never heard of them.
So I guess he's out of the question.
Handsome lad though, so maybe that helps. And Milambo. And Milambo is a really cool player in real life, extremely young, but he is one of those very strong center midfielders. Very fast as well. For some reason, if you upgrade him, he becomes an 88 rated center attacking midfielder, but he will have 78 shooting as a center attacking midfielder. So I think that's not really viable at this stage of the game. So maybe Belen because it's fun, I guess. But quite honestly, I don't think it's worth it.
Ingve, any young Liverpool players that you see that you might do for any players out there?
There is one that I really want to do, but I don't think he has any Liverpool cards on the market. It's Tyler Morton because he's been on loan at Hull for the whole season. But if EA would put a transferred card back to Liverpool in packs, he would be 5-star skimmer, 4-star weak foot, medium work rates, 93 rated CDM with 99 composure. With 94 short pass, 92 vision, 90 long pass without any boost, 99 stamina, 99 aggression. So I think he should be a decent ball winner as well, and can just throw an anchor or something on him, and I think he should be fine as a defensive midfielder. For me, at least, looks like a fun card.
No, good stuff. So there, guys, if you are, a young player in your team, if you support a big club, or like myself, you support sort of smaller club, there is definitely an opportunity. This is what we've been looking for all season, is a player that you could potentially use in your team, and why not? There's nothing better than scoring with a player who actually belongs to the club you support as well. Just before we wrap up, guys, because
I wanted to say that's something you did in Crete, but actually you didn't.
No, I played Inter Milan. Played great. Played 3 at the back. It was great.
You didn't play Rangers.
No, they're terrible, mate. They're a terrible team. I'm happy to say that.
I just find it all the way through, though.
You did, actually, you did. And you did quite well, to be fair to you. We'll not mention Crete tournament until we get to the show at the end of the season. No, we're coming to the end of it, around about 45 minutes. The stewardess is asking us to put our devices onto airplane mode and put our seatbelts on and put our trays up as well, because we're about to take off, because soon, next week, we're going to go away for the summer, enjoy Germany. The Euros is coming. We'll all be excited about that. Before we end, we do actually owe people an apology. Ingve, John, Talking Foot, and myself were absolutely shocking in the FA Cup prediction last week. We were terrible.
It was on my list to mention it today.
So actually,
I don't think we're the only ones, but we kind of
shocking.
It was shocking.
I think I actually said I can't see Man United scoring, but
I had them score a goal at least. So.
at least I did. Gardel and the goalkeeper managed to help out there. Garnacho getting a goal in. So congratulations to Nath and Shaq and all the Man United guys in the Discord, and also our listeners as well. But big game tomorrow at Wembley. Real Madrid, Dortmund. Ingve, I'm going to come to you first. Who are you going with, and what's the score going to be?
I think it's going to be 1-0, and the score is going to be Julian Cafu, Ryerson, the Norwegian Cafu.
So that's for Dortmund then? 1-0 Dortmund, just saying?
1-0 Dortmund.
Oh, interesting one. John, do you go with Ingve, or do you think it's going to be something different?
No, it's going to be Madrid, mate. I'm not even in doubt there. So,
what's the score going to be?
I think it's going to be 1-0 for Madrid. Of course, you need to say who scored, you said?
No, you don't have to know.
That's just me putting a little bit of spice on my prediction.
Oh, I could do that, though, if you really want, though.
All right, 1-0. Who's going to score?
I think it's going to be Modric.
Interesting.
Modric or Cruz?
No, Modric's going to start. I think he's going to score the 1-0. And then decide not to extend his career as Madrid.
Oh, spicy.
Okay. I think it'll be 2-1. And I may be wrong. He may be injured. I think 2-1 Dortmund, and Marco Reus scores a winner.
Super sub.
He comes on as a super sub. Man's leaving the club, and I think he's going to score the winner.
That would be a fairy tale ending, so yeah.
Yeah, we believe him.
Ryerson with the first one then.
But listen to us next week. As I say, I think we might see the Euros promo next week. Good luck to all our listeners in Ultimate Team TOTS. If you love the show and you want to listen live, come join the Discord /futinreview.com. Or if you really want to help us, and we appreciate money's tight, please join the Patreon. And we've got some wonderful things coming up. With the Euros, we'll probably do our predictor game again, and we'll do our sweep as we always do. So that's always open to Discord members. And as I say, it's free. Why not come in? There'll be loads of banter in there. There's loads of nationalities. And when you get your sweep and you get your country, it gives you an interest as well. But just before I finish up, guys, is there anything else you guys would like to add?
No. Just have fun if you can. And don't play when the Champions League final is on, if you can watch it.
John, anything you'd like to add?
One small thing is that, of course, we didn't mention the creative event yet, but the community event was awesome. It was my first time on the show after the event took place. We are working on producing the show, of course, there. It's being worked on. The other video is being worked on. Probably takes a week or something from now on when you hear this to be posted. I want to do a little shout out to our friends at Ergotalis FC.
Yeah.
Which were very kind to invite us to their stadium, which, was much appreciated. It was a cool stadium. We got a cool podcast. I mean, sure, sunburn and heat strokes. Nothing we don't do for this show. But nevertheless, I want to thank them on air before we put out the produced show. It's very much appreciated. And I shout out to the community for being there. And I got a little trophy to show, but I won't show that on there yet.
Yeah, there's some cracking photos. We've seen them. James, big thanks to him. He joined us again, and he took some cracking photos of people. And I have to say, the one of Art posing is absolutely priceless. We'll need to share that when we do the show as well, won't we, John?
Yeah, although there's something I do have to say though. There's the full tournaments, the 2 versus 2 tournaments, and the 1 versus 1 tournaments are available to fully watch back. Fully produced. You can see the room, you can see the players, you can see all the matches at twitch.tv/footcoaching. It is a lot of content. It's a lot of matches. I think we played 3 hours for the 2 versus 2 tournaments, and there's 6 hours of the 1 versus 1 tournament. But it's all there. You can still watch it. So twitch.tv/footcoaching. And there's a lot of people that actually watched that already. You definitely want to check out, at least from the 1 versus 1, some of these semifinals. And I think final was pretty cool as well, although it took 3 matches for the winner to be decided. Yeah. But not with the boring 0-0 FIFA goals, so to speak.
No, it was great games. I have to say, I had absolute ball. The standard of play was exceptionally high. There was some really tight games. There was some. Do you have the reactions as well, Johnny? Some of the goals that were scored, because
you can see the full. You can see like the 2 versus 2. We did some commentary as well, but on the 1 versus 1, you can see the players, of course, in the cameras. You can hear the sound of the room. Actually, I think so. Definitely worth checking it out. So,
no, definitely.
We're not asking for any support there. Just don't be bothered. But just check out if you want to see some like. Why I wanted to say this is we played 95 mode, Chris, and I know you want to round up, but we played 95 mode, which basically is not FUT. It means you just pick a team and every player is suddenly 95 rated of that team. And all the other stats remain the same, skill moves, etc. But it basically means you can use any team against any other team. This brought back the old FIFA with your friends on the couch feeling while actually trying to perform. Had some cool matches, some cool banter, some interesting tactics. But this way you see, I played a 4-3-3, I think. And you played a 3-4-2-1. Archer played a 3-1-2-4, I think, something like that. Like really weird setups, really cool players, teams you have not seen in FUT for years with those players. Some amazing goals. I think Jeroen played the Dutch national squad, for example. We saw we saw AIK play, I think, as well. And I think this is, if you see how tight it can be and how focused players are during matches, but if you see how much camaraderie there is, if I say that correctly, after matches, I think that shows how not only how cool these events are, but how cool FIFA can be when you don't play necessarily for the rewards in FUT.
No, definitely. I will not add anything to that, John. That was absolutely beautiful. So again, twitch.tv/FUT
coaching.
/FUT coaching. There you go, folks. So again, as I say, we're getting a dirty look now from the stewardess. She really wants us to wrap up. We'll see you next time. We are going to head to Ibiza for the Euros, have a big, massive foam party. Hopefully Footies or the Euros is going to be great for it. There's just one thing left to do.
It's time for us to drop it.
Drop it.
Drop it.
FUT. FUT. In review. FUT.